Host, you ready? Judges, you ready? I know this audience is ready. We are go for StarVA.
From the River City, Richmond, Virginia, the stars are out and it's time to shine. Time for StarVA, Virginia's showcase for gifted musicians, performers, and talented entertainers of all ages. It takes talent and a dream to reach a performer's goal, and tonight, one contestant will take the next step in that journey and move closer to a fabulous career as a singer, musician, stand-up act, or other performing art. Could your favorite contestant be on their way to fame and cash and prizes? Find out what the judges think, then have your say on StarVA. And now, from the Old City Bar, one of the truly unique venues on the city's landscape, in the historic Shockoe section of Richmond, it's time for StarVA. StarVA is brought to you by Licking Hole Creek Craft Brewery, Virginia's farm brewery, with their new tasting room on Franklin Street in Richmond, and by Cultivate Wellness, the dedicated hemp and wellness boutique in Midlothian, and their sister store, Culture, the premier smoke and vape shop in Virginia. And now, here's the only man whose parents bribed the admissions office to get him into an elite clown college, the host of StarVA, Pat Rogers.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Scott. Once again, you've outdone yourself. Judges, thank you very much. And thank you, you're here with us in StarVA, the talent showcase where performers compete for cash and prizes. Our first judge is founder and platinum record producer, and our favorite recording studio artist. Let's welcome Mr. John Morand.
Thank you, Pat. Glad to be here at StarVA. Thank you all.
Next is the glue that holds one of the most influential party bands on the East Coast together, thegroovemotive.com. Mr. Pierre Redding.
Thank you, Pat. Pierre in the house.
And a man with a length and breadth of entertainment interests too long to mention here. For him, it's all about showmanship. Please welcome my friend, Mr. J.R. Mercanti. You've met the judges. Let's meet our first contestant. He is a blues man. His name is Mark Branch, but you know him better, and will come to know him better, as Markiss Blowfish.
How close does your own life experiences come to the music that you play?
Well, the music that I play, it comes from the heart. So when you play in the blues, you got to feel the blues. Anybody can play the blues, but the people want to feel the blues. And I just love playing the blues because it's way down south.
Let's put your hands together for Markiss Blowfish.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is an original song called Engine Number 9. Yeah, you heard it in grade school, but not from me. Well, I'm sitting at the railroad station with my suitcase in my hand. My darling girl done left me. Lord, I don't understand. I've given her all I've got. Lord, it meant the world to me. My love done bottom out, dear Lord, in that deep blue sea. Waiting on that train, that engine number 9. Rolling down the railroad, yes, south of the Carolinas, I'm going home. Lord, I'm going home. Well, I gambled on that woman. I thought I would never lose. Never paid no attention. Boy, she had the blues. She left on a stormy Monday. Left no note behind. Lord, I feel so bad. Hell, I should have took the time. Waiting on that train, that engine number 9. Rolling down the railroad, yes, south of the Carolinas, I'm going home. Lord, I'm going home. Going home, y'all. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Well, as I'm leaving Texas, far from Tennessee, staring out my window, Lord, the things that puzzled me, the things that I've forgotten, Lord, have come to pass. I'm counting on my blessings, y'all. Hell won't be the last. Waiting on that train, that engine number 9. Rolling down the railroad, yes, south of the Carolinas, I'm going home. Lord, I'm going home. Yes, I'm waiting on that train, that engine number 9. Rolling down the railroad, yes, south of the Carolinas, I'm going home. Lord, I'm going home. All aboard. Thank you.
Markiss Blowfish, ladies and gentlemen. Great job, Markiss. Thank you. Thank you. That's how the blues gets played. Let's check and see. I was curious as to what the judges might be thinking about this.
Okay.
So let's go ask them.
Okay.
Mr. Blowfish, welcome to StarVA. Song about a train. It's funny, I was sitting outside getting ready for the show tonight, hearing the trains go by and thinking about the grand tradition of songs about trains, right? And, there's one that mentions Richmond, Virginia. It's the song Night Train by James Brown.
Oh, nice.
Probably went right past those tracks there. So I thought that was really cool. I like it seemed like you might have been on a train or two, maybe, Mr. Blowfish. Might know a few things about that. I like the strum pattern. I like the way the chord changes were cool. Is it well put together?
Pierre Redding.
Yeah, for sure. I think what you've shown us tonight is that the blues is still alive. And that's a good thing. One of the great things that you did immediately, you engaged the audience. One of the things that you try to encourage people is, while you can be into your instrument, you want to look at the audience. You want to work with them. It's a symbiotic relationship. So good vocals, good job on bringing the blues back, and nice performance.
And JR, what did you think of Mr. Blowfish?
Yeah, I tell you what, you're exactly right. That audience was with him on that ride on the train, and that connection you had with the audience was real. And of course, that bandana bouncing along on the neck of the guitar, that also kind of gave a fun rhythm to the whole experience. And I could see that people really got a kick out of that. And for this intimate setting here, StarVA, I think is really perfect. And that was just a great bit of blues.
And thanks so much.
Thank you, too.
Thanks, JR. Gentlemen, thank you. Markiss Blowfish.
Thank you.
All right, we've got to take a short break. And coming up after that, our next contestant.
This portion of StarVA is brought to you by Licking Hole Creek Craft Brewery, Virginia's award-winning farm brewery.
Licking Hole Creek downtown Shockoe Bottoms tasting room, much like you would have a relaxing time at home, except for you're going to be surrounded by a whole bunch of people. If you're looking for a normal beer, you're looking in the wrong place. We do something crazy, we do something wild. It is never average.
Fresh from his around-the-world travel, literally circling the globe, Steve inspires others to recognize the value of travel. This travel consultant makes getting out of your comfort zone comfortable.
You can always find great beer at lickingholecreek.com. We do something crazy, we do something wild. It is never average. You can sit in the comfort of your home, get on your computer, order your beer, and have it delivered to your front door.
Contestants on StarVA are judged on their performance in the following categories: originality, audience response, stage appearance, enthusiasm and engagement, and overall performance. The judges tally their scores, and the performer with the highest point total at the end of the show is named that week's winner. But that is not the only way to win on StarVA. Each contestant's performance will be available on the show's website, starva.media, immediately following the airing of the show. Viewers can then vote for their favorite contestant on the voting tab of the site. The top 3 vote-getting acts at the end of the preliminary rounds will then compete for a spot in the show's semifinals and a chance for the grand prize of a song recorded and produced at Sound of Music Recording Studios and $1,000. So at the conclusion of this show, go to starva.media and vote for your favorite act.
Our next contestant is another in the long line of talented people that is being spawned in Virginia's rich Richmond area. And Janelle spoke with Colby Knight earlier this evening.
So do you have a certain style?
I like to think I'm energetic, upbeat, positive. I try to find the good and the bad and the good, and the funny and everything.
So were you influenced by any comedians?
To be honest, probably my biggest influence is the person whose show got me into comedy, Pete Holmes. I don't know if anybody knows who he is, but a very funny guy. I love his energy, I love what he does, and I love his goal is always first and foremost to make people happy.
Here is Colby Knight.
Thank you guys so much. I know this competition is primarily filled with musicians, and I know you guys are all looking for the next Adele or the next Ed Sheeran, and you're all wondering why is the deranged offspring of Ellen DeGeneres and Guy Fieri up here? It's a question I wish I knew the answer to. That means one thing. That means after this, I'm gonna mom dance right all the way over to the snack bar and stuff myself like a bear coming out of hibernation. Those are my 2 things I'm good at. I feel like I don't make sense as a person. Like I feel like I could look intimidating, and then I open my mouth. Like I look like I could cut someone, but I sound like I cut cake on the Great British Bake Off. I might as well wear a giant sign that says, "Hey, mug me." I'm like if a cupcake was a person. It's not fun. That's what I have to deal with. I'm not originally from here. I did grow up in New England, but I live in Virginia now. And that means I have to travel back and forth up across the East Coast several times a year. And I don't know if you guys have ever been out in South Central Pennsylvania, but that is a horrifying part of the country whose 2 main exports are sheepskin and strip clubs. Legitimately, there's like billboard after billboard for strippers and sheep, and I expect there to be like a glitch and to see like a billboard of the sheep wearing 6 pairs of bras on, just... And I realized something, that is the Amish country. That's supposed to be the most puritanical part of our country. And you can't throw a rock without hitting a strip club. I wonder what that's about, and then I realized that I feel like it'd be kind of better to be at an Amish strip club, because there's so much more to do. There's so much more to build the tension, right? You gotta like unbuckle the hat, and I wonder if instead of poles they just churn butter. Just yeah. That's what's going on. These strip clubs, by the way, are all closed only during church hours. Draw your own conclusions. But I just think of people showing up in church with boob glitter on their faces, and I can't think of a better representation of Trump's America. Boobs and Jesus, what's better than that? But I realize there's a lot of controversy and a lot of scandals with religious people and sexual stuff. And that makes sense when you realize that the book of Leviticus has to outline out to the third cousin exactly which family members you are and aren't allowed to have sex with. The book of Leviticus tells you not to have sex with animals, like 6 times. This is back when polygamy was okay in the Jewish culture. They could have anyone, and they see a sheep with 6 pairs of bras on. And like, you know what? I could either give that to a guy for a woman, or I could just have at the sheep right here. And that gets weirder when you realize that there's audio Bibles that are narrated by like Mrs. Doubtfire. My mom listens to them. There's some filth in there that would shock the writer of 50 Shades of Grey. And I don't think that voice works for the audio Bibles. But I think they should be narrated by Gilbert Gottfried. Probably sound a little bit something like this. If your father hires a prostitute on the 3rd Wednesday of the 4th month, you can't touch her. But if it's the 4th Wednesday, she's all yours. Unless she's a Democrat. That last one might just be the Liberty University translation. I don't know. I'm Colby Knight. Thank you guys so much.
Colby. Thank you. Hand me the mic. At least you didn't drop it. But thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was excellent. Nice set. A lot of fun. Let's see what our judges thought about Colby Knight.
Well, that was cool. Like, he took on the Bible, animals of lingerie.
Got them all covered.
Pretty brave topics for Richmond. I thought it was great. I mean, the self-deprecating thing, it's a fine line, right? Before you got to draw people in. That's good. You reveal yourself. And I was just thinking, like, I don't know if we've ever had, we've got Guar, we've got Lamb of God, we've got Pat Benatar. Do we have the Ellen DeGeneres of Richmond? Do we have a famous comedian that's from our midst? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
No, but we may be on our way.
Colby might be the one, yeah. I thought that was great.
Thanks, John. Pierre Redding.
Your timing right out of the gate, you got us in, you drew us in. You can tell that you have a great wit about you. You know, you even threw some ribs over here at John. Good wit, good timing. Nice job.
And J.R. Mercanti.
Yeah, the self-deprecating humor. It just really opens the room. People say, okay, he's having fun with himself and at his own expense, and now they can settle back and get ready for some fun. I'm if a cupcake was human. That's just a funny line that people can appreciate. My question is, I'm not sure, is Liberty University in this viewing area? Because we're going to get letters, but that's okay. That's what comedy is. It's pushing the limits, right? And I think it was your pacing was great. The audience really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good job. Thanks so much.
Gentlemen, thank you. Colby Knight, thank you very much. We still have one more performer to entertain you tonight, so don't go away on StarVA.
This portion of StarVA is brought to you by Cultivate Wellness in the village of Midlothian and Culture with 4 retail locations throughout Virginia.
There are remarkable transformational ways that CBD from the hemp plant, infused in oils, local honey, chocolate, tea, even pet treats, can tone your skin, relieve pain, calm your mind, and help bring your life into balance. Cultivate Wellness in the village of Midlothian.
Fresh from his around-the-world travel, literally circling the globe, Steve inspires others to recognize the value of travel. This travel consultant makes getting out of your comfort zone comfortable.
Promotional consideration for StarVA prizes and services is provided by the following. On-set catering provided by White House Catering. For any occasion where attention to detail matters, trust your event needs to the professional staff at Dave Napier's White House Catering. Recording Studio Session Prize by Sound of Music Recording Studios, serving recording artists in Richmond and around the world.
The widest array of smoke and vaping accessories from leading makers, from pipes to pendants, incense to unique blown glass items. 4 locations throughout our VA help make culture a way of life.
So how long have you guys been playing together?
About a year and a half, and we just started jamming up at Post Pub here in Shockoe Bottom. Great place, at an open mic, and we just kind of fell in love, but like in a cool, music way. It was just a connection instantly.
So what style of music do you play?
We play like a mixture. Riley's an excellent songwriter, and I've been playing music. I've been playing bluegrass music since I grew up. So kind of the West Coast. He's from Seattle, so he's got this West Coast songwriting that's just excellent, and the bluegrass from the East Coast kind of mixture is really great.
Performing their Americana-style original material, my friends, let's put your hands together for the Old Riles Band.
All right. The song to all the girls I've loved before I already got written, so I wrote this one. It's called Won't Somebody Love Me? It's been a quarter century. I'm still waking up alone. Well, sure, I've known some pretty birds. They've all up and flown. A few friendly phantoms I just couldn't hold. Oh, I was planting flowers in the snow, but the way the sun was shining, I didn't know. Won't somebody love me? It seems all my friends, well, they've started settling down, and I've been drifting like the wind through some lonesome border town. Well, maybe she's out there at some cantina, just waiting to be found. Oh, tell me, have you seen her, man? And tell her I'm coming round. Oh, won't somebody love me now? Won't somebody love me? Won't somebody love me? Oh, won't somebody love me now? Well, this circus tiger's tired. He's grown quiet as a mouse. Another crowd retires. He sees that curtain coming down. Well, thank you anyways for coming out. Oh, won't somebody love me? Won't somebody love me? Oh, won't somebody love me now? Won't somebody love me? Won't somebody love me? Oh, won't somebody love me now?
Thank you. The Old Riles Band. Great job.
Thank you.
That was excellent. Could you introduce yourselves? We know you as the Old Riles Band, but...
Sure. Well, my buddies in college used to call me Old Riles, but my name's Riley Zollers, like dollars with a Z, and this is DJ Roller, like roller with an R.
Exactly like with Roller with an R. Thank you. Let's see what the judges thought of the Old Riles Band. Judges, so what did we think of the Old Riles Band? John Morand.
That was super cool. I mean, I think that was maybe some of the best instrumental performances we've heard so far. That was super dialed in. Madeline sounded great. The song was cool. The major and minor thing. I thought that, you know, there's still something about being good at your instrument that is never going to go away, right? makes people stars all the time. So keep it up. I thought that was great.
John. Pierre Redding.
Great musical performance. Right off the bat, you went to the major 7, and you don't see people doing that much. That's very Dewey Bunnell from America. That's that type of song, music, which I absolutely think is brilliant. So nice job on that. He had a kind of an old soul to it with a kind of a new flavor that is, I think, going to be very, very catchy for ears out here. So nice job.
And JR.
Yeah, that was so interesting. You know, from that slide beginning, kind of got the audience in right away. But then, you know, you listen to the song. It's, it's about isolation, and there's, a depth to the song. But yet the mandolin comes in and provides some effervescence to it. Some pop and energy that keeps it on its surface. And so I really think that was a great way to do it both ways on the song. You have that angst and the emotion, and then the heads were bobbing in the audience. And I thought it was. I mean, they were with you, and so were we. It was really, really great.
Effervescence.
Effervescence.
Steal that one.
Effervescence. The old Riles Band, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, judges. Well, you've seen 3 very talented performers here tonight, and we're going to find out which one of them wins the judges' choice when we come back.
If you're a singer, a musician, a comic, or other entertainer of any age, go to StarVA.media. Click on the Talent Submittal tab, fill out the entry form, and you could be on a future episode of StarVA. Promotional consideration for StarVA prizes and services is provided by the following. Show awards provided by Crown Trophy of Richmond, the locally owned, nationally known supplier of all types of recognition awards. Find them at crowntrophy.com. On-set hairstyling and makeup by Becky Serbrook at Shelter Salon. From cut to color, let the stylists at Shelter Salon show you your best you.
But the judges' winner from tonight's StarVA is the Old Riles Band. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Janelle has your trophy. You are in the semifinals, and we'll look forward to seeing you again in the semifinals. And that's our show for the evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be back next week, so there'll be more great talent here on StarVA. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching StarVA, Virginia's Talent Showcase. Remember, only you can determine who gets a second chance and a shot at the semifinals. You have 1 week from right now to cast your vote for your favorite performer from this show and keep them in the competition. Go to StarVA.media, scroll to the Vote Now tab, and cast a ballot for your favorite performer. The top 3 vote getters will compete in the Audience Choice Round, with the winner moving on to the semifinals. You get 1 vote per performer per day. So good luck from StarVA. StarVA is a production of Rogers Visual Radio Media, LLC. This is Scott Palmer speaking.